This video will detail your basic responsibilities as a juror user for the ArtCall.org site you've been assigned to. Now, of course, you should have received your login credentials from the account administrator. And once you have those credentials, go ahead and log in. Typically, the email address here is your own email address, and the password is whatever your call admin user has set up. When you log in as a juror user, you'll be presented with the View Applications view. You can easily get back to this view by clicking the View Applications in the top right. Now, I'm seeing all of the submissions that have been entered into this call that I haven't yet voted on. And depending on how your call admin user has set up the jury process, you may or may not see some of the settings that I'm seeing. For example, if you don't see the star, that means your administrator has disabled that feature. Or if you don't see the average column, that means that's been disabled. Now, the jury process is a pretty straightforward star rating system. Depending on the categories that your call has set up, you'll see either one or multiple levels of jurying that you'll need to complete for each individual work of art. Now, I'm currently looking at all of my pending submissions, but if you prefer to work category by category, you can come into main categories or even come down into subcategories to work in that manner as well. Once you jury a submission, it will leave the pending jury submission view and move into the voted submission view. Let's go ahead and demo that. I'm going to rank this submission a 4 for technical merit, and let's give this a 6.5 for artistic. So you just simply click to set those ratings, and you can optionally add a note. Now I'll go ahead and just submit this jury rating. And you'll see right away that it disappears from here. That submission has gone. And if I click on the all my voted submissions, that's where that jury is now. Note that you can update the jury rating at any time up until the administrator has set the jury end date. After that date, you're not able to make modifications to the juries. Let's go ahead and move back to the pending. Your job as the juror is to rate each individual submission until your pending submissions are all empty, or depending on how your call administrator has set that up, each category you may be individually jurying. There's a section here called My Jury Notes, and if you go ahead and provide notes for jurors, you may want to go read those notes. So you can click on My Jury Notes, and this will simply show you all of the submissions and any available notes that you've added. This is helpful if you want to maybe add a note that you want to revisit later. You can add a note and then come read those notes. Click back on that submission to edit that jury or finish the jurying process. Now, the default mode here is all my pending submissions, and this lists 20 submissions per page. We also have another jury mode, which we call single jury mode. If you move into single view jury mode, you'll only see a single submission at a time. So here I'm seeing submission number 1. I can see what other jurors have rated if that option is enabled. And you can simply move next, rate the next one. You'll add your submissions here, add jury rating. This will take you to the next page. You add your jury rating. This will take you to the next page, etc., etc. So in single jury mode, you sort of get this overall big picture of all the jurors, and you can just do single by single by single. If you want to move back to the multi-page, you just simply click the View Applications. Clicking the icons listed in the Details column will show you additional information about the submission or about the user. If you see something that says Hidden, that means that this piece of information has been hidden from your view by your call administrator.